Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with Remax Oceanside at MakeMaineYourHome.com. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about Bean Suppahs. So let's do this. Today we're going to talk about Bean Suppahs, which is actually supper, but here in Maine it's called a supper, which I love saying that. It's going to make me chuckle through this whole thing. So let's see how this goes. So it's uniquely to New England. It's a New England tradition. This is mainly done at Maine churches, hearty dishes, home-cooked meals, and it's been going on for decades, if not centuries. Maine classic bean suppers have become an anchor and a heart of a centuries-old tradition. Now, there's a couple of different legends or theories on where bean suppers originated from. It may have started back when the Pilgrims came. They used to make baked beans and brown bread. Baked beans and brown bread is a tongue twister. Baked beans and brown bread. Baked beans and see? They'd make them the night before, so they don't have to work on the Sabbath. That's why they did that. One story has it that the Bean Suppah began around the time of the American Revolution to honor George Washington's troops in Valley Forge, who only had beans and sausage to eat. Those are a couple theories on how the Bean Suppah originated. So molasses is one of the main ingredients in all New England style baked beans. So are like mustard, salt, and pepper, of course. Some cooks added Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Other curries, and maybe even some rum. Baked beans are typically made in pots. They're also called a squat, which I didn't know that. My father always had a couple of baked bean pots, and I never knew that they were called a squat. Up and down the coast, all throughout Maine, you're going to see signs for Bean Suppahs. The going rate for Bean Suppah is $7 to $8, roughly, for adults. Children's generally like half price. Never canned beans. Never canned beans. All the beans are going to be made in the bean pot, all right? And will be homemade, absolutely delicious too. They have to be served with what they call brown bread. If you've never had brown bread, you need to go and get some. It comes in, it's bread that comes in a can, and you open it up and you get it out, there it goes, slice it up, put some beans on it. It's awesome. Here's a little information about brown bread. It's typically made with either brown flour or rye flour. Comes with a liberal dose of molasses, sometimes raisins. Bean suppers almost always have red hot dogs. Here in Maine, some people call them red snappers. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the Bean Suppah. So you're going to find a staggering array of home pies, strawberry shortcake, and some other specialties, probably blueberries in there depending on the season. You will find some of the best pies you've ever had at a good Bean Suppah. The community will make them, they'll bring them, kind of like potluck style, and they'll just be like tables full of these things. It's typically done like family style. Lines can go down the street. So make sure you show up early and often and get in there and enjoy a Bean Suppah. So I'm curious to know if you've been to one, if you know about them. Comment below. If you haven't and you have questions, comment below. Send me an email, hit us up on social media, whatever you want. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.
I'm getting old.